The next one. This is probably the last of an era. How many of you hip young college kids have a phone book that you reference when you're trying to contact your professor or your friends? You're not going to use the web-based contact information. Oh no, you're going to go to the crushed dead tree, which is this glorious phone book here. But to me, this is really an archive. This symbolizes a lot of things. This is the 100th year of homecoming for these guys. This was back in 2012, 2013. There's Hayden Fry. There's the football player, American hero. It really symbolizes and shows their commitment to intellectual growth and understanding. When it's a football player about to slam his body into another person and a bunch of drunk college kids dropping their whole tuition money on booze and tickets and whatever, just to show this is America and this is our intellectual basin of growth and knowledge and power. And what do? We could invest it in cancer and stuff, but no, we're going to drop $50 million on a football field and watch a bunch of douchebags slam their hot, buff bodies into each other in tight outfits. Because that's such an amazing thing.
It's all about developing a love of learning.
So here we'll
lifelong.
and what is it that they get? Brain damage, or what is it they get? They get migraines, or
they get concussions.
Yeah,
multiple concussions that cause long-term brain damage.
So eventually they just it just ain't good.
I got hounded all through high school, because I'm a big guy. Everybody wanted me to play football, but fortunately I didn't.
Yep, and same thing with me all the way up to middle school, but I didn't. And luckily I'm able to kind of form sentences now.
Yeah.
Because of that. So 153 majors. 1900 acre campus, founded in 1847 as Iowa's first public institution of higher learning. First classes were offered in 1855. So they offer that 10 degrees, 33,000 students, 21,000 undergrads. They have a $7 billion, or $8 billion, 7.9 in research and funding. But that's why they need more state tax money so Johnny can have fun in his college adventure and have his safe space in his dorm room and all the other stuff. But anyhow, here's the telephone service and just some different general information. And there's the general information number 2. So, because this crushed dead
335-3500.
Yep. Oh, and here's the chart of bureaucracy for him, I guess. This just shows all the different departments, and I don't know what the hell it is, but it's a lot of names and stuff. And it's a cool thing. I mean, I like the institution overall. Sorority and fraternity here. So these are all the sororities and fraternities. If you want to drop big bucks and pull up in a late model Beamer, these are your places to go.
Yeah.
These are all the office numbers. This stuff's kind of boring until we really get to, look at the notes, because you're never going to put a note in your cell phone or any sort of electronic computer device. You're going to put it in a crushed dead tree in the middle of a phone book that you're not going to look at. But anyhow, Here are some of the ads. Hawks Ridge. This place looked really cool. There was a point where I really kind of wanted to go to Iowa City. It just always seemed really cool. But then eventually that feeling kind of ended.
Yeah, I mean, it's a nice place to visit, but I wouldn't want to live there.
Yeah.
And it's not even all that great of a place to visit in some ways. It's kind of overrated. Everything there is overrated. People talk about it like it's the one place to do things, and it's just really not true. And
20% off coupon at the thrift store.
People there are kind of like hipster douchebags, and I don't know.
If they ever watch this video, man, they're not gonna particularly like us a whole lot. Oh, look at this Hawkeye. Get your tickets, man. They got to blow that money somehow. We got millions of dollars in Hawk propaganda money we got to spend, so why not put it in this thing so Grandpa can order his tickets?
Yeah.
But a few more things. Law firm here. What are they practicing? Bankruptcy, family, and personal injury. So mostly personal injury would be my guess here, because I don't know if you're if you're a bad boy and you get pulled in by the campus police because you fell down a flight of stairs because you had one too many Jello shots, and you had your McLovin ID even though you're 18 and a half years old, and should have been in your safe space. That's what happens. Again, some more ads. Ooh, West Branch, President Hooverville. Actually, Hooverville, they should have like an affordable housing development and call it Hooverville and build it in West Branch in his honor. Because you remember during the Depression, they had these like shanty towns. Yeah.
Because everybody blamed Herbert Hoover for the Depression, which is actually kind of unfair. Like the Depression was sort of an inevitable event. It wasn't really like it was kind of a, or at any rate, it wasn't completely. The president can only really do so much when it comes to economics.
It had been, I think, pretty much since World War I and onward with kind of crazy economic policy.
It's like something bad was going to happen.
Yeah, eventually. Full ad of MediaCom, because they're really your only choice for anything outside of CenturyLink. That you see their ad on the side. You can see kind of a CenturyLink, which used to be part of Ma Bell, Northwest Bell back in the day.
And you can tell this is fairly recent because it has this chick, and she was kind of, she was sort of like the MediaCom's sort of answer to Flo from the insurance commercials, the Progressive insurance commercials. It's like, let's come up with our own brunette female spokesperson.
Yeah. And it's sort of like when you go with them, it's going to flow right down that drain. Your money and your service.
Deviant Historian is not a fan of MediaCom. So I have no opinion one way or the other.
Okay.
And I also have no opinion. I want to reiterate that his views do not reflect my views.
Just put a disclaimer in the beginning of your video.
Yeah. And
do that. I can't believe you're having all these issues with this.
Okay.
And then here's your U.S. Cellular. They were an interesting phone company. It's kind of a big deal here. No wireless. No other phone company is willing to invest the kind of money into that. Lead credit. Oh, that's actually a Kirkwood ad. It's kind of a cool thing. Super 7. So this used to be like, I think, a Motel 6, and then it got so ghetto they couldn't even call it a Motel 6 anymore. Now it's like the Super 7, but there's a lot of gross stuff that I heard, and just out of respect for the business, I'm not going to name anything else.
Yeah,
but just
that's probably a good idea.
Just Google it. Look up the reviews for yourself. There's the CenturyLink ad: internet, home phone, and bundles. If you want 3 times faster than dial-up, but too slow that you can really do anything, you want this speed. Oh, there she is again. Man, they love subsidizing this. Hill mopeds and scooters. Huh. You see a lot of them there, but I wouldn't want to ride something like that.
Yeah,
it just looks ridiculous.
I think if you're gonna buy something like that, buy a motorcycle.
Get the real deal, man.
Yeah.
Just ride a unicycle with a plug up your butt and call it a motorcycle. That's not what it is. Oh, little McDonald's ad. Wow. What's this place? Mega?
Oh. Megabyte Restaurant. That's kind of cool.
I don't even know if it's still open. I never seen that place before.
Yeah, it's probably not. It's too bad. It kind of looks like it might have been a cool place.
Well, they blew all their money advertising here.
Yeah.
Noodles and Company. A lot of different restaurants. Oh, Jimmy John's even has a crushed dead tree. So you can buy your stuff online. You can phone it in. You can buy it here. They should have a disclaimer saying that this is not an accurate menu or price. If they don't, then they're opening themselves up to a lawsuit. A guy in Harvard actually sued a Ma and Pa Chinese restaurant over that. The Mill. Which I think really markets itself as the hippest, coolest place to see live music in Iowa City to some extent, from what I've heard.
I have heard of it, yes.
Oh, Perkins. And Perkins...
I've been to the Corville Perkins. There are a lot of mirrors in there.
And it just guilts you while you eat. You're like, he's food.
Yeah, it's like, look at how fat you're getting. You shove this breakfast food in your mouth.
The schizophrenic Perkins.
The Diet Coke isn't working, buddy.
Yeah, keep eating. That's definitely going to make you look better. That's going to be, look at all those hot women there from the university. Yeah, they're totally not into you because you're eating this shit. Why don't you get something better, fatty?
It's 3:45 a.m. What are you even doing here, you loser? You have any kind of life at all?
You're not even drunk. I expect you to be drunk.
Yeah.
But anyhow, so that's the schizophrenic Perkins. So kind of covered that one there. And here's another Chinese restaurant. What's this called? City Wonk?
City Walk? Yeah, City Walk.
It's like the South Park episode.
Yeah. Oh my god! Oh my god, it is. Or no, it's China Walk.
Oh.
Sorry. Yeah, it looked like City Walk. I actually read it as City Walk, but it's China Walk.
What's he say? It's Shitty Walk. Oh, big ad for Walmart. I guess that's your target demographic. Somebody's like, don't have internet. I need to shop. Well, you know what I'm going to do? Oh, there's a TV. There's apples. I can stab myself in the eye with a screwdriver, pull myself out of this misery, and then just have blankets next to me there. I mean, what kind of adds that? That save money, live better. That doesn't really tell me much outside of, well, I guess I know your address and your phone number. But they also have one in Coralville, too.
Yeah.
Which they don't even list either. You think they'd want to list all locations.
Just to let you know, we have probably about 8 minutes left.
Oh, that's fine. We're almost done with this. It's almost over. And then this is, you can get cancer with the electronic beach tanning salon.
Yep.
Fast track to cancer, and it's a great deal. And then full tattoos. Really? Would you get a tattoo like that? That doesn't sound. I want full color, and I want this badass thing. I don't want to.
Yeah, that doesn't look good at all.
A mean skull that looks like.
And the lettering overlaps the picture, and
doesn't. Yeah, that's a winner.
That looks so good.
And there's notes. Oh, hey, look at how much they saved.
Ooh, the tree of knowledge.
Yeah, the tree of knowledge, and 96 trees preserved for the future. Look at all the environmentally friendly things this has done because this is a phone book.
And look, you can take your notes. You see, there's a whole page where you can take notes. You can write down phone numbers.
Take your class notes on that.
Yeah.
You know you're not taking it.
Free piece of note paper right here. What a deal.
So now with our last 5 minutes, I'm going to focus on kind of the, not really magnus opus, but this to me is the most important and newest phone book. This really covers Kelowna, and you can see 319 and 641 area codes. I got this in Washington, Iowa somewhere. And no squint print. So if you're older, you have bad vision, you can read it. It's done by the Hanson Directory Service, which is out in Nevada, Iowa. So it's not a big corporate one, and there's no big fancy-ass image of like a sunset or a bomb blast or whatever other imagery that they would put on fancier, more commercial phone books. Here's your 911, your emergency numbers, all that. I think they have city ones. I like this, where it shows images of how to repair and take care of your phone. They really just actually had useful content. This was when a phone book, this is still one of the last kind of useful phone books. Area code maps. So 319, 641 split off of 515 in 97. 563 split off of 319 in 2001. Otherwise, 319, 515, and 712 were the three original phone or area codes that originated in the 1947 plan for phones. And then they just talk about that, what's long distance, what's not. It's the non-discrimination statement, advertising, Ainsworth. And now really the yellow book is more what's interesting, and we'll focus mostly on that. You can just see these different phone page. Oh, voter registration. Look, you can register to vote in the phone book.
Look at that. It has a voter registration.
I mean, that's accessible, and that's actually useful, empowering information. That's not just, hey, get 3.
You can just tear that thing out and fill it out and send it in, and it's a legal document.
Yeah, except for under Matt Schultz, Iowa, it actually wasn't. It was considered voter fraud. But, and here's some additional ads. I'm just kind of skipping through this so you can see a big phone book ad for this guy. Phones, cars, bill bondsman. What's this one say? Because bill bondsmen are always kind of interesting. They always advertise a fair amount because you got your phone call.
A lot of ex-cons get into bail bonds.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Huh. would be probably a pretty lucrative business. And you got like Dog the Bounty Hunter and all these different guys that can really kind of get into that, you know. ADT, you can get home security because in your small rural town, you know what you really need to do? Drop big bucks for a nationwide security company they're just gonna monitor.
Believe it or not, there actually is a lot of theft that goes on in rural areas. It's, you know, you got meth heads, and
Yeah.
starting fires and like stealing shit.
Yep.
I actually grew up on a farm, and we had a lot of shit stolen off the farm over the years, unfortunately, because it was like if it was left out in the open.
The right target market. And then just dish. But see, these are really readable. I mean, this is out of all of them probably the most readable phone book one. And here's hospital numbers. So if you need the medical information, they actually make it readable and accessible. And it seems like this is kind of, I would say, still a pillar of the community, still an asset for the people that live here. You know what I mean? Because it still provided valuable information, still had, you know.
Well, it's like, what are you going to do if like the internet is down, or if you don't have data,
or you live in an area that you can't get data. Really, you have like cell phone,
or you're not illiterate and you're okay with like flipping through pages and reading and using your head a little bit.
This is really kind of cool. This is from the Kelowna